This is Big J's Escapes. Welcome to my channel again, people. Please, if it's your first time following my channel, please go and check out my old content. I've done a lot of content on Dominican Republic, been to France. I ain't been to much places, but please go and check out my content. Smash that like button. It's very important because it helps the channel. So please go and do that. Also, it gives you a notification as well for my new videos and that, and I will be doing them more. But anyway, welcome to Listener News, my new show where I'll be interviewing travelers around the world that like to travel. So now I want to bring on a friend that I met years ago through brother Skip. Salute Skip. I met him in Santo Domingo. So I'm just going to be asking him, you know, about his travels and what made him start traveling. So without no further ado, I am going to add to the stage Mr. Damian James. How you doing, my brother? Long time no see.
Good. How you doing, Jay? Good to see you, bro.
Boy, things could be better, bro, but you know, it is what it is. Stuck in England, you know, raining. 1 minute it's raining, next week. Actually, tell a lie, we've had sunny spells. I'm not gonna lie, we've had a few sunny spells, but then you know we have that, and then you get a thunderstorm. So I've been waking up with headaches, sore throat. You know, typical English. It never stays consistent. You already know that.
That for sure.
I'm telling you, man. It's London, England, London, the whole UK. It's something else. It's really something else. Anyway, bro, so as I said, welcome to Listening News. It's great to have you. I remember meeting you a couple of years ago from, well, through a brother named Skip. This was in Santo Domingo. But before that, I want to kind of go back into your history because I know you're an avid traveler. So I want to go back into your history, back to London where it all started. So please tell us whereabouts in London you're from.
Okay, yeah, I grew up in Enns, aka South London, Lewisham. So anyone who knows that area knows it's not too bad still, but it's got its reputation. But when you grow up there, it's normal. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't even realize that's just a normal neighborhood. So when you get older and leave, people start saying, "Oh, for real?" You know what I mean? That you get that maybe where you're from, Tottenham as well. People give you that kind of reaction still. But when you're a kid, it's normal ends, isn't it? Still. So, but yeah, it was fine. It was fine growing up. Definitely helps. Growing up there helps later on in life for sure. Definitely.
So was it like a crime-ridden? Was it a crime-ridden area where you're from?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, like you said, it was normal, but to those who haven't, you know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's got its reputation. I met other people from outside of Britain wouldn't even know what it is, really. But British people, when they hear my area, they're like, "Oh my days." Okay, and they're a lot of us scared. They shouldn't be, but they are scared to go there and whatnot, you know. So, but it's fine. It's fine as long as you got to just learn though. Growing up, it's just a natural feeling. Like learn that. I've analysed since then when people come to my ends and they've been robbed and people have been starting them on, you know what I mean, starting them a lot, where that don't happen to me ever. And I was like, why is that? It's because they give off an energy that they're scared. But when you're from there, you can't feel it. It's just a natural feeling that you can never be scared. So whatever situation you're in, whoever's around you, the one thing you can't do is like shook. So yeah, there's definitely help where later on in life when I've traveled for sure, I can be a different environment.
So you've got to have your street smarts about you in growing up in South London. You've got to have your street smarts.
I never thought I had, but clearly I have, because I've got friends that have been out in certain countries, been robbed so easily, quickly, and got into so much situations where that never happens to me. So definitely growing up there definitely helped. I've got Indian grandparents as well, so I used to get kind of like dumped at their house in like West London, Hounslow. So they're Asian on them sides. So I think because they're talking Indian stuff, I didn't really understand what they're saying, but if you're a kid, you don't really care, you're just there. And that definitely helped me in other countries, I think, looking back on it, because I can just be around a load of foreigners, they're talking their foreign stuff. I don't know what they're saying, but I don't care. It don't bother me. Where I've been away with English friends, white and black, and it's kind of like they don't like it. They don't like it at all when foreigners are talking around them and stuff like that. And where it don't really bother me. I don't really care. I'm in their country at the end of the day. They're going to be talking foreign. So, you know what I mean? If I'm going to learn it, and it's hard to learn foreign. As a British person, it's hard to learn because we're a monolingual country, you know what I'm saying? We don't learn that second language at the time. Unless you've got immigrant parents. I do have immigrant parents, but they didn't teach me nothing. So, I never had that ability. So, I'm half Indian and half Indian. My mom's from India. She came over at 5 with her family. So, yeah, that's that. They lived in West London, kind of Hounslow area. And then she moved to Ends around, like she was like 18 or stuff. So that's why she met my dad there. That relationship didn't last long, a few years. So they split up, got new partners and whatnot. And then my dad, he's a Scouser. So he's actually mostly Irish with a bit of Italian mixed in there, basically. That's his blood. Yeah.
So that's why you're a horrible Liverpool supporter. Makes sense.
Well, I'm blessed to support the best team. You know what I mean? My second team's Millwall, so you know what I mean. That's my local team, but we've got Millwall about it. So I'm blessed that I get to support Liverpool because of my old man still. So I've had some great nights watching that.
What was school like?
It was alright still. I wasn't really a studier, but growing up in Ends, it's people ain't that educated, really. They're not that smart, ain't gonna lie. So just being like half intelligent means I was in top set with doing zero work. And demographic wise, I'd say it's like half white, half black. My school with a few Indians and that Chinese mixed in that Catholic school. So it was that kind of shit. Yeah, so but it was fine. It was all good. No issues. You know what I mean? Some crazy times on the buses and that on the way to school and that. But yeah, it just makes you.
You're bringing back memories, man. Oh God, the bus, the back of the bus. Oh, you're bringing back memories, man. Don't. You know how much man I see get on the back of the bus.
Yeah, we don't really. They moved to London, like, as I call them working tourists. You move to London when you're an adult, you don't know what it's about. You on the streets every day doing that stuff. They're the real Londoners. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else, I don't care if you're from Manchester or Mumbai, you ain't a Londoner, you ain't from Ends. So you know what I mean? You should have more respect for the people who are up there. Because boy, when we travel to other parts of Britain or the world, we got to have respect for the locals, where we don't get that in London. People just come and slagging it off, saying, shit, people here are this and that. And I'm like, no, come on, have a bit of respect. Because I remember living in Liverpool, going to different countries. Yeah, if you disrespect the locals, you're done. You are done, you know what I mean? So, that's the number one thing, respect. To respect the locals.
So the seed was planted already. You travelled when you were younger. As you got into your adolescence, college, uni, you done a whole month in Thailand with some friends. Came back. Now you're in the adult world. Now you're working. What was your work history like? What was your work history like?
So, went to uni Liverpool. Studied international development. I only went Liverpool so I could go to the games, ain't gonna lie. That's what I chose. Like, Istanbul, yeah. I was there my last year there. I went to all the games, ended up in Istanbul. You know that final.
So you went to the Champions League final? I didn't know you went to the Champions League final. Damn.
Yeah.
Is that when you
the one against you lot? I went 2005 against Milan, the 3-3, 3-0 down. Gerrard comes back.
You came back. Yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, I remember that game. That game's a classic. Was it Gerrard it was Gerrard that closed the whole thing down, innit? Gerrard closed that whole game down.
Yeah, he set up, he got the penalty. Xabi Alonso scored the penalty. But it was 6 minutes, we got back to 3-0 down. 6 minutes in that second half, back to 3-3. Then we went back to playing trap again, basically. That Milan team was Hall of Fame. Every player, Maldini,
Listen.
Cafu, Kaká.
If that weren't the
had, like,
comeback of the century, if that weren't the comeback of the century, I don't know what was, right? Because that game.
Yeah, it's true. I forgot about that. My football trips as well. I've done a few. Been to Germany, to World Cup, seen Liverpool and Istanbul and Athens. Went 2 years later to Athens. We lost. So yeah, I've done a few trips with the football as well. Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that game.
What were you saying?
I never forget that game. I never forget that game. You guys are definitely the comeback kings. I thought the dance was done. When you guys was down 3-0, I said, yeah, that's it. Liverpool, that's it. It's done. It's done. When you guys came back, I was like, what? My uncle, I remember when you guys won, my uncle literally ran out in the street.
yeah, man. Greatest game, bro. Great. At halftime, man, we were just like, man, we've come all this way. We're going to go back to England. It's going to be so embarrassing. Man. Everyone's going to be cussed. But we got up and sung "You'll Never Walk Alone" at halftime. Yeah. All our fans can be fans. They're like, we've got to sing for our team. So we sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" at halftime. 3-0 down. Apparently the players heard it. Who knows? But then they came out and did some mad stuff still. So
yeah, I remember when we won the champions. I remember when we won the Champions League. It was such a beautiful day. But then I woke up. I woke up.
Yeah.
I woke up. You know, I had to face reality. You know.
We got too much experience in Europe, bro. We end up playing Real Madrid. Yeah, we got to play you.
We the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, hope for the Carabao, bro.
We'll hope for that. We'll hope for that. That's all we. Forget the league. Forget Champions League. The Carabao Cup. You know, hey, it is a trophy. You know. But moving on. So you're in the work. So you're working now. You're in the adult world. Yeah. You're working now. What was your work like? What was you doing for jobs?
So I came back to London, early 20s, obviously, and just got jobs in like sales, insurance brokerage. I was actually working the Gherkin on the 28th floor for a few months still.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good. The views are amazing. It was a good experience. But it wasn't, I was young still, and it was hardcore. I did that for a while. It was a good experience around a lot of kind of posh city type people up there still. And then done a few admin jobs and stuff like that around my area. Ended up working in a school, became like a mentor of some of the kids in there, South London school, Deptford Green. So it's quite a famous school in the neighborhood. But yeah, a lot of the kids have got troubled backgrounds and that, but it's fine. I kind of like, they related to me. I always ended up with the craziest, most like violent kids, because not many of the staff could control them, where I could control them, to be honest. So if they're with me, they ain't gonna do nothing crazy, because they don't care about the teacher. They don't really care about education at school. They got so much stuff going on, issues and that. But at the end of the day, I made them give an F about me type of thing. I was like, look, at the end of the day, I know you don't want to behave, you just swearing at the kids, and like they're swearing at other kids in the class or whatever, and they want to fight. So I've got to then control the other kids, start on them, you know what I mean? And just be like, get them to like, look, for me, just like chill out, yeah, please. And it's not like I'm the oldest of 6, I'm from that neighborhood, so it was, I can find a way for them to like at least respect me and do what I want them to do, at least. And if they want to leave the class, I'll take them out of the class or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like controlling them so they can get through a school day, that type of thing, you know what I mean? Because these kids end up in they do something violent, they get kicked out, and then it's hard for them to ever get back into school, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So,
well, we are approaching the 2-hour mark. So we're about to wrap up this interview with you. So what's your plans after when you leave Philippines? What's your plans? I mean, are you planning to stay there for long term?
I don't know if I'm going to leave. Here, you got every 30 days, you can do an extension. It's about £30, I think, to extend it every month. So for now, I'll be doing that. It's about a dozen spots people have told me about since I've been out here. Like, oh, you need to go here, Siargao, you need to go Cebu, you need to go here, there, everywhere. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, right. So there's a lot of places in Philippines. I need a lot of islands, beautiful beaches and mountains and all of that kind of stuff. Other cities and towns that are kind of fun that people go to. I've got a few friends coming to visit me next month. My brother's in Perth, Australia, and he's going to come visit me as well.
Okay.
So I'm coming out here as well. My brother's into surfing, so we're going to go to a surf spot as well in the south of Philippines. So for now, I might end up staying here. Who knows? Permanently, long term, I don't know. I'm going to see how it goes. I've already met some good people already that kind of want me to stay. So we'll see how it goes. I got other people that say they come visit me next around Christmas time or January. So I'll probably still be here for a few months at least. It's expensive to get on planes and move to new countries. That's the expensive part of leaving the UK. Yeah? That is, once you get to the country and you get your Airbnb for a month, you find out where the supermarkets are, where the street food is, where the cheap spots to party are. That's when, but that kind of takes time. And you want to go to the nice spots as well when you first get here. So that's pricey, you know what I mean? It costs money. But once you get that out of your system, then it can kind of chill out for a bit, you know what I mean? So I try and go to a new country as little as possible. You know what I mean? I've left 4 years ago. This is only my 4th country in 4 years. So I'll be here for a while still, but if I want to leave, it'll probably be that other part of Asia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Thailand. They're all next to each other. They're all relatively cheap.
So you just go bang, basically.
Just spend a few months in Vietnam, like 3 months in Thailand, do a few months in Cambodia and Laos, and then you can do it that way. You can stay out in these countries for a while still. So yeah, that's the way to do it. And you can travel by land or bus from these countries as well. So yeah. Philippines is island, so I'd have to get a plane from here to like Thailand or wherever, Vietnam. But for now, I'm in Philippines, and yeah, just enjoying life here, man. Very different to Latin America, but it's calm still. It's great. It's a great experience.
Would you be? Are you still working on your YouTube?
Yeah, I'm doing my videos, so I'm going to be getting the channel set up soon. And yeah, just advice on traveling, stuff about my experiences as well. So I definitely feel I've got a lot of knowledge that people need, basically. They want to leave England and do what I did, then, you know what I mean? It can be done. I'm doing it, so it can definitely be done. You know what I mean? And trust me, if you got kind of crappy life back in England, get the hell out. That's what I'm saying. Buy that ticket, yeah. Get your Airbnb, get your passport set up, get your travel insurance, yeah, and do it. Just get on that plane and go. These countries aren't scary places at all. They're way more fun. A boring night here is better than the most fun night you can have back in England. Trust me, it is. Trust me. So I recommend everyone to do it, at least for holidays. But if you want to leave and live there, do it as well. Trust me. It's the best thing you can ever do.
I'm not a traveller. I'm not. I'm like, one of them old men that keep on going back to the same restaurant and ordering the same thing. They don't change what they will get a Coca-Cola, a burger and fries, and probably the apple pie to go. And they go to that same restaurant. That's me. I'm not a traveller. Traveling doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't. I'm only going to the Far East because it's something to tick off my box. Because I've always wanted to visit over there just to see Wagwan and come back. Do I think I'm ever going to go back there? I doubt it very much. I'm a type of person, once I found somewhere that I like, as I said, the whole DR thing for me, DR for me it got draining. it got drained. It was just like money, 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 money. Well, after your money, it just got draining. And I just said, you know, apart from other things that were happening in my life, you know, God doesn't make mistakes. When I went to Brazil, and I know Brazil's not perfect, I know there's a lot for me to learn, because I know there's a lot for me to learn. But when I got there, the bull crap that I had to deal with in DR, I didn't have to deal with in Brazil. I didn't come back to England and get 101 texts begging for stuff. I didn't get that. Now, I can't talk for anybody else. Maybe they got it or not. I didn't get that. It's like, oh, you all right? You arrived in England safe? You come? They even still hitting me up today. You know, I just... proper country. Yeah, people are not afraid to work.
Island, uneducated island, more or less. Okay, Brazil is a proper country with proper cities, and it's just a different kettle of fish completely. So
it's like someone said, chalk and cheese. Brazil versus Dominican Republic, it's chalk and cheese. Complete different. It's what someone told me, because I remember when I landed, I was with Cowboy. And he was in Barra de Juca. Oh, I love Barra de Juca. Barra de Juca is, sometimes I like to put on my shirt and my chinos and my loafers. You know, and Barra de Juca is that type of place, you know. Sometimes you want to, you like go, you know. Sometimes you want to, you know. So I found some nice sophisticated places there. I'm a grown man, you know, at the end of the day, and I don't want to be in jeans and trainers all the time. So, Damian, thank you very much. I wish you luck in all your endeavors in Philippines. Obviously, we talk off, you know, away from this YouTube thing. So, yeah, man, I'll see you soon. And this ain't gonna be the last interview. I'm sure we'll hook up again for updates on the Philippines. And well, knowing you, you might leave Philippines in the next 3 weeks. You might be elsewhere. So we'll definitely have to do an update on this. You know, definitely have to do an update for your journey so far. But yeah, man, it's been an honor to have you on Listen or Lose. And I hope people can take your story as inspiration, that are trapped, as TaylorMade likes to say, in the matrix, well, within our matrix of the United Kingdom, and they can take your story, use it for inspiration, and get a passport and start traveling. You know, definitely. So
the best thing anyone. Definitely. It's been a pleasure, bro. It's been a pleasure. It's flown by. This 2 hours flown by, man. I've loved every minute of it.
What was you going to say? If you were going to say something.
No, I'm starting up my channel in the next couple of weeks. So, anyone would be called Damian James for now, so keeping it simple. But yeah, anyone wants to know advice on my new channel or for traveling around the world, living on a budget, and just hearing about these spots. So I've got a lot of videos and photos and stuff from the spots I've been to, so I'm going to be sharing that. And yeah, it's going to be, I'm looking forward to it, for real. Everyone's saying I should have been doing this years ago, because they want to hear about what's going on in these countries, living in favelas and different places, and you know what I mean? I'm living there. That's the difference between me and people kind of go in and out. I live there with the people. So with first-hand experience of what it's like for a Brit to be living with the people of these countries. And yeah, it's amazing. Best decision I ever made. So I want to share that with everyone, you know what I mean? So stay tuned.
Okay, my brother. And on that note, salute to you. And we'll touch base soon, my brother. Peace. Peace.
Bless. Bro, stay.